and they call that 30 grams. Well, you know, it looks a little bit smaller and more compact when you're smoking actual buds and not leafy matter. So but it shows you that the pot issue was in all the newspapers. That was December the 13th, the day we went to court, and on the front cover of the National Post, the Globe and Mail, and the Ottawa Citizen on December 10th, the leakage regarding the decrim thing made it on the front news, and lots of opinions on that too. A couple right-wing kind of, oh, all drugs are bad, yuck, opinions from the Ottawa Sun, but lots and lots and lots of support. It's time to stub out reefer madness scare tactics. New pot law would free up police for more important cases. Taking a pot shot. These are all the spillouts in the provinces and the Suns and the various newspapers across Canada. And I'll draw your attention to the December 12th Ottawa Citizen. The Dutch Can Teach Us a Lot About Marijuana Laws by Dan Gardner. And then we got Paranoid American Drug Czar Should Butt Out. That was in the Sunday, December 15th, 2002 province, Jim McNulty. Then we had a special appearance by Surgeon General Joyce Elders, ex-Surgeon General. Canada has it right on marijuana. And also underneath her, our own and native weed. Rex Murphy, the CBC guy, they're both really progressive. And even two complimentary just say yes to decriminalization and smoking pot should not be a crime out of the National Post, December 11th and December 12th. So everybody was in agreement pretty much that we should be going the other direction, except, oh boy, the U.S. did not like it. The U.S. warns pot plan to clog border. That was December 13th National Post. U.S. fears change in marijuana laws. That's December 13th Globe and Mail. Day warns. Thank goodness the right wing is there to tell us what we can't do here in Canada. The darn silly Canadian Alliance weasels. Day warns of U.S. backlash on marijuana. Well, we know he's a real patriot. And of course our provinces, the weak-kneed, folksy fascist province political groups. BC rejects lower penalty for marijuana use. Wow, those liberals here in British Columbia, I can't see, they're not even the small L liberals or large L liberals. They're just non-existent liberals. Don't have a liberty bone left in their bodies. Provinces choking on pot decrim again in the Vancouver Sun, December 11th. So you can see that while all the opinions, or most of them, are in favor of that, and all the, especially the informed opinions, the right-wing politicians and their U.S. counterparts are not in favor of this move, this sensible move, like some of the more enlightened European states have already made. So then we get to the press on the court battle itself. There was a couple bits of coverage. The Globe and Mail, December 12th, kind of relayed our collective disbelief at the court and why they would bother listening to another promise. It's about the 10th one since 1970 that we're going to ease up on the pot, guys. So why would they even look at it? And what would make them believe that decrim offers us what the three appellants are looking for, of course. Then the December 13th, 2002 Vancouver Sun, challenges to pot laws go before top court. That was the only real in-depth look at our argument. Out of all this discussion, we don't really get too much information out there on harm reduction. But we're going to try to do that for you here on Pod TV. Get you the real deal, the essence of our arguments that the reporters elsewhere overlook, which I think should be, the argument should be up there on the front cover of the newspapers to be argued for or against. So we make the right decisions. Instead, we have a pretty screwed up newspaper system. However, I will read to you the quote from Justice Labini in the province, December 15th. They pulled this quote out of there, and this seems to be the spin. The question here is the apparent contradiction between the position taken by the federal government outside the court and the position taken inside the court. Now that seems to be centered on whether the harm is disproportionate, whether the decrim thing is being floated because they're punishing us too severely. And inside the court, they're saying, no, the harms are horrible, we need to continue punishing. Outside the court, the Attorney General is saying, well, maybe it's not that bad to smoke pot, or it's not that harmful. The other spin on that is that the Attorney General is just making an economic decision. We can't keep throwing these potheads in jail, paying for their prison. We got to find ways for them to be paying for it. Yeah. They'll fund their own humiliation and prohibition and monopoly. And so I think that's probably the way the argument is going to follow if we let the powerful people define what the argument is. So we did get a little bit of front page news here. The Ottawa Citizen, top court to Justice Department. Get your act together on marijuana, guys. Jeez. High court marijuana case in limbo. Court delays pot case to see if House acts. This is all December 13th and 14th. December 14th, Supreme Court delays pot case. And Toronto Star, Supreme Court halts pot appeals amid debate over law. Well, I managed to get one bit of a quote out there. I say, powerful people get into a habit of making promises over getting rid of these insane laws, and they have a habit of reneging on that promise. So hopefully we'll go back in April, and we'll even have time to memorize our speeches, so won't be looking down at a piece of paper anymore. I'll just be saying it. And we will have our day in court, and we'll do very well. We might have 2 days in court, you never know, and we will give it our best shot. Now, the one negative sort of worst case scenario my brain comes up with is that there's this horrible war in Iraq, and the United States looks for some excuse to station soldiers up here, and they try to somehow derail this court case. Well, let me tell you, we are going to court. We're going back to court, even if it takes, resistance to the harmonization of our security systems, even if it takes resistance to mandatory vaccination programs. No matter what shenanigans Uncle Sam and the power structure and the power elite tries to pull, we're going to go back to court, and we're going to go there, and we're going to chain ourselves to the tables and the desks, and we're going to have our day in court next time. We're not going to adjourn anymore. So look for it in April and May. Familiarize yourselves with the arguments we put forward. Check out John Conroy's website, www.johnconroy.com. Check out all the other links to the Supreme Court stuff that we'll provide for you in the information box, and keep yourself well informed, and we're going to win because we have the truth on our side. As Sophocles said, the truth is the strongest argument, and that's what we have. That's what we're in possession of. We are in possession of the truth. So, until then, till next time, keep puffing tough and keep all your heads held high, because there ain't nothing wrong with hitting a bong. My name has been David Malmo-Levine. This has